Cody finally informed Robyn that he couldn't handle the notion of living here, at least not just now. I believe Robyn was the last to abandon the dream, especially since Sister Wives followers have been waiting for Robyn Brown, who has now officially resigned. Kody apologized in court, and the judge determined that JANELLE and MERI's property deeds must be restored. After years of tension, broken promises, and emotional betrayal, justice is finally being delivered. In today's video, we go deep into the courtroom drama. What prompted Robyn's surprising decision? Cody's passionate apology is noteworthy, and it raises issues about what this major triumph means for JANELLE and MERI going forward. Don't miss out. Everything is changing for the Brown family. For years, fans of Sister Wives have observed the Brown family's disintegrating dynamics with rising fervor. From a once unifying front of polygamous harmony to a fragmented web of broken trust, legal disagreements, and emotional fights. Few events have startled the fan base as much as this latest development. Robyn Brown has formally ceded her claim to the contentious Coyote Pass land, and Kody Brown has publicly apologized in court. Even more significant was the court's order to return the property deeds to JANELLE and MERI Brown, which has the potential to change their future. This article looks at how tensions rose, changing the future for the once close sister wives. The backstory: how the battle over Coyote Pass began. In 2018, the Brown family moved from Las Vegas to Flagstaff, Arizona, with the dream of building their forever homes on a large stretch of land they purchased called Coyote Pass. The original vision included a sprawling compound where Cody and his 4 wives, Robyn, married Janelle, and Christine, would each have their home and shared space for their many children. But that dream was quickly dashed when Christine left the family in 2021, followed by rising tensions between Cody, JANELLE, and MERI, financial pressures, and emotional neglect. Cody's growing friendship with Robyn sparked suspicion that the land might someday become Robyn's personal domain, although all 4 wives contributed to its acquisition. JANELLE and MERI were particularly vocal about feeling excluded from choices affecting the land and their interests. This dissatisfaction had been simmering for years, finally boiling over in a Flagstaff courtroom this month with Robyn's surrender, a shocking legal reversal that no one expected. Robyn Brown formally gave up her sole claim to the remaining portions of Coyote Pass land. Officials from all sides reportedly attended the court session where the ruling took place. According to court documents obtained by insiders, Robyn's legal team submitted a voluntary relinquishment after weeks of backroom negotiations and intensive family conversations. According to sources close to Robyn, she was extremely upset but wanted to do the right thing when it came to any future ownership rights associated with parcels that were previously in dispute, land that JANELLE and MERI had partially financed but never acquired title to. A family insider confessed that it wasn't easy, but Robyn understood that putting Cody's courtroom apologies on the land was only generating more sorrow and division. She would rather not be perceived as the villain any longer. Cody's courtroom apologies were a moment of accountability, and Robyn's submission surprised the audience. Kody Brown's courtroom apologies shocked everyone. Cody, who had previously been chastised for his favoritism and emotionally detached behavior, took the stand and admitted to his participation in the collapse of trust, particularly in how the Coyote Pass issues were handled. "I made promises I didn't keep," Cody said throughout his testimony. "I let my relationships with JANELLE and MERI erode, and I wasn't transparent about the land. I apologize for the hurt I've caused." MERI allegedly shed tears as he spoke, despite his brief remarks. JANELLE showed significant emotion, having long demanded recognition of their investment and betrayal. The court returned the decision deeds to JANELLE and MERI after evaluating the financial data, testimonies, and property agreements. The court found in favor of Janelle and Meri Brown, ordering the immediate return and reissuance of property deeds reflecting their financial contributions. The verdict states that Janelle will acquire full legal ownership of her original parcel, complete with distinct boundaries and documented water rights. Meri also receives a deed and a legal avenue to development if she chooses to build or sell. This verdict is a big triumph for both women, who have spent years feeling financially bound and emotionally ignored. Fan reactions, jubilation, shock, and validation erupted throughout social media platforms, expressing joy, vindication, and amazement. Many long-standing followers of the show saw the outcome as justice served, especially after years of apparent favoritism for Robyn and the rising marginalization of Meri and Janelle. Finally, Robyn surrendered, as did the court. One fan commented on Reddit, "What we've all been screaming about for years is that Janelle and Meri getting their land back feels like the end of a painful saga to watch." Another wrote on Twitter, "This is their moment." Even some former cast members have subtly weighed in. Christine Brown apparently wrote a cryptic remark about the truth coming to light, which many assume was a reference to the latest developments. Is it possible for Robyn to restore her image? Robyn Brown has always been a contentious character among Sister Wives fans, generally viewed as Cody's favorite and accused of causing discord among the original spouses. However, her legal surrender may serve to assuage some of that criticism. Her courtroom surrender may have mitigated some of the criticism, but the entire restoration of her reputation is questionable. Insiders say Robyn is relieved yet heartbroken, feeling both responsible and drained from years of public attention and familial strife. Her choice to leave the farm, they say, was intended to create room for healing, not only for Meri and Janelle, but also for herself and her children. Is Cody's redemption narrative true or too late? Kody Brown's apology is a step toward peace, but both fans and critics remain suspicious. Is it a real admission of guilt or a deliberate attempt to protect his public image and legal standing? Observers note that Cody still has a legal connection to parts of the land and stays with Robyn full-time until actions match words. Many say it is too little, too late. Apologizing in court is one thing. Demonstrating genuine change is another. An admirer noted that Janelle's future independence is secure. Janelle Brown has long been regarded as the most self-sufficient and grounded of the spouses, particularly following her separation from Cody. With the deed in hand, she can now develop or sell her land, giving her a real chance at financial independence. According to sources close to Janelle, she has already begun to consider her next steps. Meri's journey has been filled with heartbreak, particularly because she remained both legally and emotionally attached to Cody long after their relationship ended. However, with the court ruling, Meri now expresses, "This is just the beginning for me." Now that the Brown family's future has been officially settled by this momentous court ruling, the future remains uncertain. Will Cody and Robyn make an effort to repair their relationship? Will Meri and Janelle ever fully rejoin the family, or is this the turning point in a long simmering story? For years, there have been whispers about a new spin-off series centered on the lives of those separated. The wives, particularly Janelle and Christine, have become fan favorites due to their resilience and honesty. With season 20 of Sister Wives reportedly in post-production, fans are curious to see how much of this courtroom drama will be shown on camera, or if it will become part of a larger legal documentary that is being quietly developed behind the scenes. What began as a daring experiment, the OG3 in plural marriage, has now become a cautionary story of strained relationships. Janelle and Meri have emerged victorious from the ashes of tragedy, their court victory serving as a powerful symbol of property and identity reclamation. Robyn's submission and Kody's late apology demonstrate that accountability and reconciliation are achievable even in the most complicated relationships. The courtroom may have closed a chapter, but the empowered journey of the Brown women, sister wives, is just beginning. Robyn Brown mentioned how the OG3 wedded Janelle and Christine Brown and used a scoreboard. The multiple marriages to Kody Brown lead me to believe that Robyn is still unwilling to accept any responsibility for the devastating impact she had on Janelle and Christine. Kody married Meri, Janelle, and Christine in the early 1990s, and the trio lived in what they thought was blissful polygamy. But Meri has said so much about us publicly. What else will he say? And that is the same thing. Jen says, she says, Meri, he brought it on himself. You warned him. You told him until Kody met courted and married Robyn in 2010. Robyn became Kody's fourth wife, and I watched her addition to the family, throwing everything off balance in the years to come. I believe Robyn's negative influence on Kody and the Brown family's dynamic, and her sister wife's trust was the catalyst to the family breaking down. In 2020, Christine left Kody, and then Janelle left the following year. Meri, who had what I thought was the only genuine friendship with Robyn, stuck it out the longest, but ultimately, I left in early 2023. Since the OG3 left Kody, there have been a lot of accusations. Regarding who was responsible for the plural family breaking up, I feel Robyn had the biggest effect on the OG's decisions to leave, but won't take blame. Robyn and Kody are left in monogamy. While I saw Robyn's addition to the Brown family having the potential to be a good thing for the family at first, I quickly realized it was a bag of worms. Robyn, initially a bag of worms, said she was excited to have sister wives and a community to raise her children from her first marriage, but it became obvious that she really just wanted Kody. Over the next 10 years, Robyn lived in the family, had biological children with Kody, and grew their bond. I felt she intrinsically pulled Kody away. From his OG wives came no surprise to me when the wives started exiting the family one by one. COVID pandemic was the impetus that drove the OG3 away. Kody spent an unfair majority of his time with Robyn and her kids, which I saw effectively as him choosing Robyn. Kody had excuses for the pandemic distance from his other wives, like believing some of his other kids. We were not following CO protocol, but I felt Robyn had him in her clutches, and neither wanted to separate so he could be with the other wives and maintain those relationships. The family as we know it no longer exists. Janelle relayed that after she, Christine, and Meri left the family since Kody was left with only Robyn, whom he divorced Meri for, this left Kody and Robyn in monogamy. I've watched Robyn cry and carry on about how she doesn't understand how things got so bad and why the family couldn't make things work, and it's led me to believe that she really doesn't get her part in all the poor outcomes and feelings. Robyn believes the OG3 used a scoreboard during the first episode of the second part of Sister Wives Season 19 that recently premiered. Wives gave their takes during individual interviews on why their relationships didn't work out as sister wives and how the family as a whole crumbled as a result. I found Robyn's opinions on the matter to be very telling, as she said that the other wives used a scoreboard in relation to time spent with Kody. Robyn felt Meri, Janelle, and Christine kept track of Kody's time and attention, and that was a toxic way of behaving in a plural family. I see Robyn's standpoint as disillusioning because it's easy for her to say that keeping score was not good practice when she was the one taking up the majority of Kody's time. If Robyn really tracked her time spent with Kody versus what he gave the other wives, it would mean she would have to take accountability. For not encouraging Kody to split his time fairly in all the time, I've seen Robyn lack accountability on sister wives. I've seen that accountability is not her strong suit. Robyn stated in the second episode of the season that if there are no comparisons, then no one gets jealous. Her notion underscores her lack of understanding of her part in the OG3's resentment towards her, and how she played a significant part in making them feel unwanted. There's a lot of insecurity. Just because there's so much sharing, Robyn stated Robyn believes lack of trust ruined her plural family. The other factor Robyn believes left the family in shambles was so little trust. But I think Robyn fails to realize that she fostered the lack of trust towards her from the other sister wives, because she was actively taking her soulmate Kody for herself. If Robyn truly wanted the other wives to trust her, she would not have kissed Kody before marriage, for starters. And I feel like over the next decade, Robyn would have had better conversations with her sister wives to try and understand the things that weren't working and how they felt about her majority time with Kody. While I do believe trust was an issue in the Brown family, I think the mistrust only came once Robyn was around, because the family lived together for more than 10 years before her without insurmountable issues. Robyn didn't give the OG3 an environment in which they could feel comfortable around her, and I saw it more as a competition with a scoreboard. Robyn fails to take accountability for her part in pushing the OG3 away as Sister Wives Season 19 unfolds. I wanted to believe Robyn could take accountability for how the OG3 feel about her bad influence on the family, but it's still not there. Robyn lacks awareness and victimizes herself. I think it's possible she lacks awareness. She doesn't have the capacity to come to terms with the damage she's done because of the severity of the situation. I don't see Robyn ever acknowledging her part in the OG3's bad blood with her, which speaks to the idea that she will never take blame and realize her role in the Brown family's demise. Sister Wives star Kody Brown revealed an update about his relationship with his older kids to wife Robyn Brown and some footage from an upcoming episode of the series that's been released early, revealing that Robyn is the problem in his challenging connections with his children throughout Sister Wives Season 19. It's become clear that Kody desperately wants to have a relationship with his kids, but doesn't want to do the work to improve their understanding of one another. While Robyn has always been more about her own kids, Kody's massive family has demanded more attention than he is available to give. Appears to be terrified that Kody will find joy in his older kids, which will make him love her or her younger kids less. While Sister Wives Season 19 Episode 22 hasn't been widely released yet, after some were able to obtain the episode early, it revealed that there's a major moment between Kody and Robyn that proved Robyn's long been the issue with Kody and his grown adult children. According to Real Lydia on YouTube, Kody shares that he had a conversation with his daughter Aspen, who he shares with Christine Brown. While Kody referred to the interaction as a conversation, Robyn was quick to correct him that it sounded more like a confrontation, and barely listened to the details proving she's the issue. What is Robyn's reaction to Kody? She is the issue talking about his time with his kids, means although Robyn has long been the issue in Kody's life, it's become more clear that she's the problem the further away he gets from his original trio of marriages. As Robyn has become a bigger presence in his life, it's been obvious that Kody isn't happy with the way she chooses to infringe on his relationships with the rest of the family. After having a conversation with his kids where he seemed to understand he needed to make more effort in order to support them, Robyn cut Kody down, trying to make him feel like he was seeking too much. Robyn's reaction to Kody saying he had a conversation was anything less than supportive makes it clear that she doesn't actually want him to have a reconciliation with his adult children. Instead, Robyn is constantly looking for drama from Kody and his grown kids in order to keep him close to her and her children. For some reason, Robyn appears to be terrified that Kody will find joy in his older kids, which will make him love her or her younger kids, less Robyn's need to be the center of attention is problematic and doesn't work for Kody. Our take on Kody's attempts to repair his relationships. Although Robyn has always been looking for drama on Sister Wives, the impact it's had on Kody's relationships with his kids in recent years has been massive. Knowing that Kody went into a conversation with his kids finding a way to bridge the gap and find some middle ground is a great first step to making amends. While Kody may not be able to move forward at full capacity because of the way Robyn perceives his behavior, the Sister Wives patriarch appears to be willing to put in some of the work he needs to with his children, and Kody Brown's ex-wives have long considered Robyn Brown to be his strongest relationship. But in a recent episode of Sister Wives, he shared that he once considered leaving her amid struggles in their marriage. The father of 18 made the confession in the April 27th episode of Sister Wives, while discussing the impact his breakups with his first 3 wives had on his marriage with Robyn Brown, his 4th wife. Because I'd been in plural marriage for so long, and it was a sole focus of marriage for me. When we failed at it, I was sabotaging myself, he said in a confessional interview. So I've got 4 partners in it. 2 of them are exes. Okay, I hate saying this, but it's not the most civil of relationships. There were days unfair to Robyn that I thought about just walking away from our relationship too, and that was just because I was so broken, and I became self-destructive. Kody Brown was once married to Meri, Janelle, Christine, and Robyn Brown, and maintained a plural family with 18 children. His breakup with Christine Brown in 2021 ushered in a period of discord in his plural family. His marriages with JANELLE and MERI Brown later ended throughout season 19 of Sister Wives. Kody and Robyn Brown has spoken candidly about the new monogamous dynamic in their relationship. Kody Brown has also said he wouldn't consider polygamy again. During the latest episode of the TLC series, Robyn Brown asked her husband how he was feeling about monogamy. He replied, "At peace, and I'm sad because the difficulties of the past 3 years, I feel like, have affected us. I want to apologize for the dark space I went through and how it harmed you because it wasn't fair to you," he said. Kody Brown continued explaining why he misdirected his anger towards Robyn Brown. "Because I was angry, you were withdrawing from me, and because you were withdrawing from me, I was experiencing not just the anger from the rejection and the anger from our failures in plural marriage, and everything that I was experiencing there was causing me to literally." He stated that Robyn Brown understood why her husband was having problems processing the termination of his previous 3 marriages, but that he was quite upset. "I'm sorry to you. I'm sorry to them," he replied in a confessional interview. Kody Brown said he failed to recognize what a struggle it would be for my wives. He also acknowledged his feelings for Meri, Janelle, and Christine, which he spent many episodes denying. "I tried to convince myself that I did this on purpose because I didn't love them as much as I said I hated them, or that I didn't love them. I love them. This situation, what we experienced, is over. If they could be friendly, I would be very happy," he said back in his conversation with Robyn Brown. Kody Brown told his wife he's happy that they're only married to each other now. "I'm very pleased and happy at this point from the experience that I've had being in a monogamous marriage with you," he said, and then Janelle called out, "Kody." In Sunday's episode of Sister Wives, viewers watched as Janelle Brown called out her ex-husband Cody for referring to his only wife Robyn as a diesel jeans model shortly after his trio of divorces from herself, Christine, and Meri Brown. As you know, Christine announced she was leaving Cody in late 2021, followed by Janelle in early 2022 and Meri in January 2023, while discussing some of the comments Cody has made following his multiple divorces. Janelle called out her ex-husband for seemingly forgetting that his first 3 wives stood by his side through what Janelle referred to as the family's broke years. Kody has said, "Well, all of a sudden I met Robyn, and she's this diesel jeans model, and she's everything I want." Janelle stated on Sunday's episode. And I'm thinking, that's rich, dude. We went through all the starving years when I was holding my bra together with diaper pins, and we were broke as broke, and we went through all of your crazy, let's move here, let's move there. We've been through all of this with you and not been through that with you. So that's great. Janelle continued, "You just take your little diesel jeans model and just go live happily ever after." For those wondering, Janelle's diesel jeans model remark stems from a comment Kody made on a 2023 episode of the Mormonism Live podcast regarding the alleged jealousy among his wives. During the podcast, Kody told the hosts that while 3 of his 4 marriages had ended, he once considered himself a total success due to the fact that he had a diesel jeans model come into his family in 2010. "I thought that was the biggest Janelle's diesel jeans model remark validation," Kody continued before claiming that his supermodel wife Robyn had other people in their church who were interested in dating her, and even some men who wanted to marry her, a claim he also made this season on Sister Wives, as the Ashley previously told you. Kody told Robyn on an episode that aired in December that he wasn't comfortable with her attending church for too long without him, as he didn't want men at the churches to think that Robyn was a single mom, the very thing that Robyn was when Kody met her. There were a lot of men interested in Robyn, and they were sort of trying to get around me to get to her. Kody told viewers. As for Janelle's comments on Sunday's episode regarding the Brown family's brokers, this is also something that has been spoken about publicly by members of the family, most recently in December, when Maddie Brown, daughter of Janelle and Kody, revealed on her former podcast that her family was very poor before nabbing their TLC series in 2010. Middle, who is estranged from Kody, explained to listeners that despite her dad was earning decent money at the time, the family struggled financially. She also called out Kody for always choosing the get-rich scheme back in 2023. Kody and Christine's daughter, Gwen Brown, also spoke out about the Brown family finances, specifically the spending habits of her dad and Robyn. "I think that my dad and Robyn have a terrible habit of, spending very crazy. And not within their means at all," Gwen said in a video posted to her YouTube channel before, going on to state that her mom, JANELLE's and MERI's financial situations had likely improved since splitting with Kody. "They'll probably be a lot better off, that they're no longer with him and they're no longer financially tied to him, because they still make a lot of money separately," she explained. After years of financial struggles, Janelle Brown from Sister Wives is now enjoying a trouble-free and comfortable life. Janelle Brown from Sister Wives spent 3 decades with her former husband, Kody Brown, and his other ex-wives, Mary Christine and Robyn Brown. Janelle had 6 children with Kody and fulfilled the role of a loving matriarch, yet she didn't receive the respect she deserved for her sacrifices. Instead, she faced criticism from Kody, who accused her of disloyalty. Their relationship became strained during the COVID-19 pandemic as Kody imposed strict rules on Janelle and their children in 2021. Janelle realized that she needed to move on from Kody, just like her sister wife Christine had done. She made arrangements and began searching for new places to live in 2022. Janelle ended her spiritual relationship with Kody and moved on with her life despite her unstable financial condition. In 2024, Janelle bought a piece of land in North Carolina close to her married daughter's home. She relocated to the new state, leaving Flagstaff, Arizona for good. She also started new businesses to increase her income and lead a more peaceful life. Janelle got a lot of money with the Coyote Pass sale. Janelle, Kody, Meri, and Christine invested a significant amount of money in purchasing the 14-acre Coyote Pass land in 2018 with hopes of building a community there in the future. However, their plans were disrupted when Janelle, Meri, and Christine ended their relationship with Cody. Meri and Janelle requested their fair share of Coyote Pass asks. I guess the thing is, since he had decided he was already out of the relationship, and since he never loved me anyway, I think any communication at all would be considered a nag, something Cody initially hesitated to do, eventually, and Janelle got a lot of money with the Coyote Pass sale in 2025. Cody sold the Coyote Pass after delaying the process. For 3 years, he gave Janelle her rightful share of $35,000, likely more than double her initial investment. As a result of the sale, Janelle appears to be in a much more stable financial position. In 2025, Janelle's dream home will soon be built in North Carolina. While Janelle had never experienced homelessness, she did have to stay in an RV and rental homes for an extended period. She encountered many challenges that prevented her from building her own home. Fortunately, Janelle's difficult times are now behind her, as she owns a large piece of land in North Carolina. The mother of five is gradually transforming it into her paradise, with her most recent project being the construction of a new home in April. Janelle surprised fans by announcing that she was building a house, stating, "My home is slowly coming to fruition." Janelle must be grateful for these blessings. Janelle is extremely pleased with her recent achievements. Her success has boosted her confidence. Allowing her to live life on her own terms, Janelle has also become much braver than she was in the past. She had previously mentioned that she planned to detox herself from negative people and situations in 2025. Thus far, Janelle has succeeded in maintaining a peaceful life. Hopefully, she'll be able to achieve her goals and lead a fulfilling life. Sister wives Christine Brown and David Woolley Starr have truly inspired many by overcoming her financial problems and establishing multiple successful businesses, including Tata Farms and her t-shirt shop Sister Wives. Season 19 has shown a new side to everyone in the Brown family, but has especially delved into Christine Brown's life as she's moved into her new relationship with David Woolley. And it's notable that Christine has talked about her ex-husband Kody Brown even more now that she's married to David throughout Sister Wives, Season 19. Christine and David have been a major focal point, while Christine introduced David in the late stages of Sister Wives Season 18. She was able to bring viewers along on the journey of getting to know him and falling in love this season. While Christine and David's relationship has moved quickly, the couple has been open about the fact that they fell in love fast and want to spend as much time together as they can in their lives. Going from an engagement to a wedding in a matter of months, the married couple has shared their story with Sister Wives viewers and shaded Cody along the way. While Christine was married to Cody for 30 years and the exes share 6 children, neither Christine nor David has pulled their punches when it comes to the Brown family patriarch, which could be an issue. Christine talks about her experiences with Cody frequently on Sister Wives. Her life with David hinges on her former relationship in an unhealthy. The way Christine talks about Cody constantly on the show, although Christine has been sharing a lot about her relationship with David on Sister Wives, there have been a lot of moments within the current season where she's reflecting on her marriage with Cody. Throughout the last few seasons, Christine has run the gamut of emotions when it comes to her previous marriage. While she's happy to be out of the relationship, dealing with the fallout of her breakup, and understanding what actually happened,